Folks, so I know lately I've been doing a lot of rando videos, but it's called life. And so today I'm going to be doing an impromptu video on this watch, the Apple Watch Ultra. Now I know I'm late to the party, and so I wanted to do a quick kind of review of this watch. And I mean, bottom line is it's an amazing watch and I love it. And there's three main reasons that I love it. I came from a Series 7 45 millimeter stainless steel. Now that's not the one I did the video on. I didn't do a video on that one before I got rid of it. I sold it. And I got this Apple Watch Ultra. And I will say the stainless steel version, I'll insert a picture of the one that I had, or one in general. I had it with the Milanese mesh band, and it looked fabulous. I mean, that to me is the best looking Apple Watch. And I would say the Series 7 stainless steel 45 millimeter, if you're a dude or you have a big wrist, is like the best one to get, because I mean it's indistinguishable from the 8, so why pay more unless the battery health is really bad on the 7. And it's just overall a very, very good watch. I should have done a review on it. You know, life's moving fast, and you know, you can't always get to those types of things. This is just a kind of a review of this watch coming from the stainless steel 7 series, which, like I said, is the most elegant, best looking smartwatch out there. I mean, you can wear it with a suit, you wear it to work. It looks so nice. And because it's stainless, the stainless steel version, you have the sapphire glass, so you don't have to wear it with the case. And so, you know, my original 7 series was and I always get the LTE 45 millimeter. But, you know, I had to have a case on it, and the screen was scratched super easy. And, you know, it wasn't a good time for me. So that's why I went to the stainless steel. So, but the reason I got the Apple Watch Ultra, so I'll go over like 4 or 5 points. Number one, it is just a great all-around watch. So that's the number one reason why I got this watch, because like I said, I had the stainless steel version, and then I was going to get a Garmin 245, you know, fitness watch. All right, folks. And so long, convoluted story short, I was going to get a Garmin Forerunner 245, which would have been like 200 plus tax, like 220 or something, to have along with my stainless steel Apple Watch, because I just didn't feel comfortable like hiking and exercising and doing certain activities with it, even though it has a sapphire. But somebody actually gifted me a Fitbit Sense 2, so I ended up selling that, and then I was like, well, why don't I just get rid of my stainless steel? And then I bought the Apple Watch Ultra. So it's a great overall watch, and it covers all those bases. It looks nice, it's a smartwatch, it's a fitness watch, it's rugged, it's durable, it looks sophisticated. The only thing is, it's a bit chunky. So, and now for the 3 reasons to buy the Apple Watch Ultra, starting with the other number 1. 3 reasons to get the Apple Watch Ultra. Number 1 is battery life. If you have an Apple Watch, the battery life on this one is far superior. It definitely goes 2 days. You know, you hear that a lot where a manufacturer will make a claim, battery life goes this long, but that's when you turn off half the features. Not the case with this watch. This is a legit 2-day watch, so that's bomb. And then number 2 is the display. I mean, this display is bright, it's bold, it's 2000 nits, 49 millimeters, which is, you know, quite a step up from 45 millimeters. And it's, you know, going to be the best display on a smartwatch, fitness tracker watch, whatever you call it. And the third reason is it's just rugged. Even the bands that come with this watch are super, super rugged. They're not cheap, but Apple gives you the super high quality band, and you can buy multiple bands. And then this watch is rugged. This is sapphire glass right here. This button is super solid. The speaker is a good and loud, very solid. You can dive with this watch. You can blind yourself with the display. Yeah, there's no fault. It's this, you can bang it a little bit. Great rugged all around watch. All right, y'all. So, no cap, I pull my Apple Watch Ultra off the charger at like 8 o'clock this morning before I left for work. I was running a bit late, and it still has 75% battery life. That is crazy. I went and did like an hour and 10-minute workout. I took a couple brief calls, here at work. And I mean, they were like 2-minute calls, you know, about 3 of those. But yeah, this watch, the battery life is crazy good. And I love that. I remember looking down at the phone at about 12 something at work today, and I was at 90, I think I was at 96% or something like that. All right, folks, it is the next night, and this watch is going like a champ. So I didn't charge it last night. I filmed the video shortly after 1 a.m. and I slept like 5 hours and some change. I didn't wear the watch to bed because I took it off to do something. I was going to charge it, but I didn't. And I put it back on in the morning, and it's like 11:07 now, and I'm still at 27%. And this is after I went on a 3-mile walk today, and I had it track the walk. So this is a legit 2.5-day watch. I don't keep the sound on very much, and I just don't like the watch to ding. I like the haptic, and I like to just look down at my wrist and kind of be a little bit more discreet with it. Yeah, this is a gangster watch with really good battery life. All right, folks, so one thing I'd like to reiterate is that I'm coming from the position of already owning an Apple Watch. So if you have one, you know it does sleep tracking well, fitness tracking well, heart rate monitoring well. So I'm not going to get into those specifics, but you already know the Apple Watch is going to be solid on its features. And with that, I'll hop into the conclusion. All right, folks, and so to conclude this very bro-science-y video, I will go over 2 things that I don't like about this watch and just kind of reiterate how great the watch is. So, excellent watch. One thing I do want to kind of touch on is that this display is super top notch. Like, you're not going to find a better display on a smartwatch. Great contrast. And another thing that I'll mention too is that in this kind of size or form factor, millimeters count. So the regular series Apple Watches max out at 45 millimeters. And this is 49 millimeters. That makes a huge difference. I mean, you're looking at a lot more screen real estate. Not that the other Series 7, Series 8, 45 millimeters aren't functional, but it just adds, you know, just an extra ease and comfort to this display. This watch is also comfortable to wear in pretty much all situations and circumstances except for sleeping. Now, I will put an asterisk on that point because I'm a guy and I have medium to larger wrist, not huge wrist, but I would say medium wrist. And so if you're a petite person, this watch may not be comfortable and you may need to opt for like a 42 millimeter or a 45 millimeter watch. It's just maybe too bulky for you. I find this fine with everything but sleeping in. And I have slept with this watch on, but it doesn't feel the most natural and comfortable because it's not svelte. It does compromise in that regard with the ruggedness and just the size of the case and everything. And I feel like today, a lot of times people see things and are like, well, I can't afford that because I can't just buy it with one paycheck. When I get paid on non-mortgage, rent, you know, whatever paydays, I still can't afford to go out and buy it outright. And that doesn't mean you can't afford something. That just means you might need to save up for it if it's worth it to you. Like Apple's not releasing watches every, you know, other month. And when they do release a product, it has a pretty good lifespan compared to other similar products in its field. And I mean, people wear these watches for 4 or 5 years, easy. So I would say this isn't really cost prohibitive. You just may have to save for something that you really want. The other half of that is these straps are way, way too expensive. Now, Apple straps are the best in the business. These are not going to crack. These are not going to rip. They're super comfortable, super good looking. I mean, they check all the boxes. But I mean, for me to replace this strap, it's $100. And so I can get some other Apple straps that are cheaper for like $50, but they don't look as good as the straps that were made specifically for the Ultra that are 49 millimeter. And so to that, I would say hop on, you know, social media or get on Facebook Marketplace, and you might be able to find the straps for cheaper. I saw somebody selling a used one, a white one of these for $75, and I'm still on the fence about that. I'm like, geez, it's just rubber and it's $75. But honestly, those are the best straps for this watch. So kind of buyer beware of that. They are going to last you a lifetime. So I think I will get just one more strap and then maybe I'll go third party. One last point that I'll make that I'm kind of like blown away with the Apple Watch. But this does not just apply to the Ultra, but it applies to all the Apple Watches. When I take calls on this watch and when I took calls on my 7 series and the 7 stainless steel, people never ask, hey, do you have me on speakerphone? Or hey, I hear an echo. It sounds to other people like I'm just talking to them on the phone, and that just blows me away with this watch. My brother called me and I had fallen asleep watching a football game, and I just answered on my watch because, you know, my phone was on a table across the room, and I was just talking to him like this, kind of in and out of consciousness, but he never said, hey, I can't hear you. Now, if you have the TV on and this watch, you're talking to the person through the watch, you may not be able to hear them because it's not the loudest. I mean, it has good sound for its size, but like call quality is really good. And I don't even have LTE set up on this. It was just connected to my phone. I think I have my Wi-Fi on, but I mean, even still, like when I've talked to people and I'm outside of Wi-Fi, it's still a really, really good watch to use. So, or good phone, excuse me. So that's another thing. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video.